It's the beginning of time of the Radio Control podcast. If dinosaurs were still around, they'd listen to it. It's Abi and Dave live from Abby's office.
But like when it's not on Netflix, I can actually hear it. Bam! Hey, welcome. What episode are we up to?
5.
5.
Tahirua Toruwha.
Really?
Rima.
There you go.
Really? Really? Abby?
Cinco. That's Spanish. Do you know any more 5s?
No.
I was right.
Anyway, number 5.
Number 5.
If you're joining us on YouTube, hello.
If you're joining us on the iTunes, what is it?
iTunes. Ooh.
That's a bit, we're gonna. Okay, I can't really do that.
We tried to have sound effects.
This is something. This is a little
We
bit
will try again next time.
Yeah. Sorry about the feedback. I don't know. Our mics are going through the speakers, but we do have
Oh, yes.
something. Well, we lost the internet's not working up here at the moment, so we're very
Yeah, bit of a rickety business.
out of sorts. I didn't know what to do.
Neither.
I was in tears.
The show on Monday, yesterday, was so crack up because we were just like, what do we do?
Yeah. Apologies for being a day late as well.
Internet, camera.
Yeah, that is the problem. The internet and the camera combined to make it far too difficult to do on yesterday. So
That's okay because we're here and we're back. So
that is okay. We are here. We are back. What have we got to talk about today?
lots of things. Yesterday. See, my topics are kind of relevant for yesterday. But yesterday, Will Kellogg was born.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You had lots of things that were happening on that day.
He is the
Yesterday in
founder of
history now.
Yesterday in history. He was the founder of Kellogg cereal. And I wanted to know what?
Continue. You'll hear it when you hear the podcast. Go ahead.
And I wanted to know what your favourite cereal was.
I haven't eaten cereal in years and years and years.
Why?
I don't really like milk so much.
Mm.
And I just don't eat breakfast at home anymore. And that's really you don't go somewhere and get cereal usually.
No.
My favourites, I really liked Fruity Bix. They were like little wheat bix with
they
fruit
were.
in them. The berry ones, I think. Purple box anyway.
Yep.
A big fan of Nutri-Grain for a while.
Yep.
I didn't like Cocoa Pops. It was too chocolatey. It didn't say breakfast to me. Prefer Riceys,
Yeah.
cornflakes, wheat bix. I went through lots because you get sick of them, I reckon.
Yeah. When we would go to my grandma's house, we'd get Bugs and Mud.
What's that?
It was like Cocoa Pops, but it had these other little bits in it too.
Okay.
But then they made it healthy and it was not yum anymore. And like Honey Bumbles.
Did you do Honey Puffs?
I didn't do Honey Puffs, I did Honey Bumbles.
What's the difference?
It was Hubbard's.
Okay.
And
that would be better then, probably.
that was better. It had big ones in it. Yeah. But me and my little sister went through a big phase just recently of Honey Poppers,
Yeah.
which are home brand Honey Puffs.
Yeah.
It was
Good.
crack up. Yummy.
But all involve milk. You're okay with milk?
No, I don't like it, but I put it on my cereal, but I don't drink it.
Yeah.
No, I'd even kind of tip it off, you know? Yeah.
Cows.
You're not a cereal person, but if you were, do you have it warmed up?
No. The only time I did was when I was at my nana's.
Yeah.
And she would make us shredded wheat
Oh, yeah.
and warm it up a bit. And obviously porridge, but that's not
Yeah,
cereal.
no. It's a whole nother ball game.
Whole different ball game. Hope you're enjoying our sound effects. Are you enjoying them?
Yeah.
We're underwater.
We're underwater.
Speaking of childhood things,
Yeah.
we got quite nostalgic last week.
We
I
did.
won't delve too much this week, but trampolines.
Yeah.
You want a trampoline, don't you?
I do.
Are you going to buy a trampoline?
I am.
How much trampolines?
One I'm looking at is about 250.
Oh, well, I thought they were a lot more expensive than that.
Yeah, they're a bargain.
That's a bargain.
And that's like a 14-footer.
Yeah. Now, I may be asking the wrong person because you have a lot of toys.
I do.
But was there one when you were a kid that you really wanted but never had? Because trampolines for me were the opposite of that. We had a trampoline. We moved houses and there was nowhere to put it.
Oh.
Like it was suddenly a nice backyard and we couldn't have a trampoline in it. And so we got rid of the trampoline and that was devastating. We loved that thing. So that was one that went the other way. In terms of toys that I wanted, I can't remember any necessarily that I didn't get that I really wanted. Like,
I mean, eventually I'd get them.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get them when they're straight out, but...
I don't know if I really was into Nerf guns, but I never got them when I was a kid.
No, I never did either. I really loved these toy rescue heroes. They were so cool. They came with these big clip-on backpacks that would do things. I loved them.
Yep.
And my friend Sam Smanu had the big tower, and I was pretty keen to get that, but I never got it. But I got the fire truck and the boat, and it was so cool.
Nice.
But yeah.
I remember Hot Wheels. I wanted some Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels, leading the way.
Those are the ones that had the tracks, eh? And
Yeah.
But I ended up getting one of those.
They're tricky, though, to set
They are
up.
quite tricky to set up.
Yeah.
They never quite work how they meant to.
No, I got one of them, and you, like, screw it onto a table, and you drop the cars down.
Yeah.
And
I think we had that one. And did it loop? And then a jump?
no loop or no jump. It was just a straight down track. And
It goes fast.
And, like, that had a thing that would fall on the winning track.
Okay.
I don't know.
and they race different
Yeah.
cars. Yeah. No, the other thing was Super Soaker, but I ended up getting one of them as well.
Ah, Super Soaker.
I wanted one for a long time.
Yeah, man.
And then on my birthday, I got one. I don't know. Might have been Christmas.
Zinger. Yeah, man. It's so crack up when they bring out new toys and you're like, I need that.
That's it. Because I remember, that's why I can't remember one, because I remember just wanting everything I saw on TV.
All the remote control cars, it would be like, look at it climbing up the rocks.
Oh, yeah,
like,
I got a remote control car. That was probably one until I got it that I was crazy. I wanted one really bad. It had wheels on the front.
Yeah.
That were kind of like a helicopter.
I know the one.
You know the one?
Yep.
And if it rolled over, you could just flip the wheels and it would flip itself up again. And if you went backwards and then forwards, it would do a wheelie, and it had little wheels on the back of it to keep it up, and then you could spin the front ones around.
It was so cool. And for a time, there were these little tiny remote control cars, and the remote would charge the car.
Yep.
They were so cool. I had one of them.
Big,
yeah. They were so cool. Oh, last year, actually, I brought a huge remote control car from the warehouse because I was like, finally, like, you know, one of those big ones.
Oh, she's gone
big,
half a metre long.
Big wheels.
Yeah.
Big ass wheels. And I was like, oh, it's $100, but I've always wanted one. And it didn't even work.
That's the thing as well. So many toys you'd get, and it was just a letdown once you got it.
So I took it back and said, it doesn't work.
Did they give you money back?
Yeah.
It's because you're an adult. If you take them back when you're a kid and say it doesn't work, they assume you've broken it somehow.
It just didn't work. But, man, I love toys.
Yeah, you do. You're pretty flush in the toy department as well.
I am. And that's just the thing. I don't play with them. I just like to be like, oh, yeah, I've got that.
Yeah. There's so much Nerf stuff.
All the Nerf. I got all the Toy Story ones that are out. Like the big Woodies and the big Buzz and Jessie. I love it.
Oh yeah, that was my trip down memory
No,
lane.
I liked it. I
That's
liked
all my
it a
nostalgia
lot.
I have.
That's good. Speaking of trips, the Royals are here. Sexy transition.
Yeah, you know how I feel about the Royals.
I know how you feel about the Royals, and a lot of people feel like that.
Yeah, there's a poll, right?
Probably.
Okay. Shall I share that then?
Yeah.
So there was a poll for who New Zealanders would prefer to be the next New Zealand head of state, because you know how the Queen is our head of state.
Yeah.
And 44%, which was majority, because there was a few different options, 44%, which was the most, said they'd prefer a New Zealander to be the next head of state, rather than the Royals.
Yeah.
To basically not sever our ties with that, but become a bit more independent in terms of our head of state.
Crazy.
And so it was 44% in all of New Zealand that was polled, and the under 25s, it was a whole lot more. I can't remember now. Maybe something like 70, 80%
Yeah.
a New Zealander. So the youth is very much not into this archaic type head of state being a family.
Yep.
But you love it.
I do.
Yeah. This came up today in a conversation I had involving Peaches Geldof as well.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that too.
Who's just recently, actually today, so we wouldn't have had this information yesterday. And they were saying that they were sad about it.
Yeah.
And I said, why?
I know I had that conversation with the same person, and
Did you?
I was sad too, and I was like, I know.
I don't know. I don't get it.
So Peaches Gandalf
Go-
is dead.
Geldof.
Geldof. What's your name?
Geldof.
That's what I said.
You said Gandalf. From Lord of the Rings.
Classic Abby. Gandalf. No, he's still alive.
Yeah.
Can he die?
He's not a person, he's fictional.
Yeah, but can the wizard die?
No. No, yeah, of course he can. But he's not.
Anyway, she's dead, and it's sad because I think it's sad because she's young, and when young people die, I get really gutted.
Yeah, young people die every day.
Yeah, I know, and it makes me gutted.
Does it?
Yep.
I think it only makes you gutted because when you see it.
Yeah, but they die every day. But then when it affects people, I know, I go like this. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
This one doesn't affect anyone, you know.
No, but it's like, it's in the public eye, and your kids are little, and it makes me go like this. Oh, man. I'm not like sad, like, I'm going to go cry.
So is she more important because she's in the public eye?
Well, it makes you think about it more because she's in the public eye.
But wouldn't you... So the ones you don't think about, you're okay... Not okay with them dying, but, like, it doesn't bother you.
Well, if you think about it, like even if someone didn't die today, but if I was like, man, people are dying all the time, I'd get gutted about it. But because it's reported on today that she's dead, it makes you think about it more. And you're like, man, I'd be really gutted if my person died.
Yeah. But don't you resent knowing then? Because this person hasn't done anything important to be known, right? Like, there are people who do things, achieve great things, create great things, and are therefore famous.
Yeah.
And have affected you. This person has no effect on you, hasn't done anything interesting, or is basically just born into fame, right? And because of that, and media making them famous, you know about her, and then when she dies, you feel bad. Don't you resent the fact that you know about her at all because it's just making you unnecessarily unhappy, whereas she could just be one of those other 25-year-olds that you don't know about that dies, and that while it's not nice, you don't think about on a day-to-day?
No. I think it happened, and you go, oh, man, that makes me more happy about my life. Like, more, I go, oh.
You just said it was making you sad.
Yeah, but it makes you sad, but then you go, oh, shit, I'm actually really grateful to be alive and have great people. I think Well, I'm not like crying about it, but it's just sad.
So would you rather you knew about more 25-year-olds that were dying so you could feel better?
No, it's not feeling better. It's just feeling like,
You just said you feel
oh my
better.
gosh, no, I don't feel better. No.
I understand, but why not let people who have affected you be the ones that make you feel that?
Well, it's not like I'm feeling gutted, but I'm feeling like, oh, man, she's dead.
But no matter how you feel, why not let it be people that have really affected you that make you feel that way?
Well, because I'm not that kind of person. Everyone affects me, even if they're just famous because they're born into fame.
So why doesn't the random people you don't know about affect you? Because you don't know about them.
No, because I don't know about them.
Well, now you do.
But if you
so
think
they will.
about it, you go, fuck, that's gutting. But whatever. I think what I'm trying to say is death is gutting and it got reported on, so it makes you go, that's really gutting.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's not gutting. I don't like that it's reported on. That's the bit I don't like. Yeah.
But it is dumb and death is dumb,
Mm-hmm.
and it just makes you go, man, I'm really happy that I'm alive and that I have my people.
Yes, for sure.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Deep dish. April Fools. Let's go from
speaking of jokes.
let's go from something not so nice to something a bit more
Yes.
exciting. So there's always the companies that do April Fool's jokes.
It is.
I saw a musical one. There might have been a few actually. I remember now one happening, but I can't remember what it was. But I did see one that was the Flaming Lips announced that they were making a companion album to Dark Side of the Moon called Flaming Side of the Moon, and that was a April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
They made a 40-minute them jamming.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love when people put effort into their pranks.
The other ones I can remember, two different beer companies said they were putting helium in their beer and it'll make you
talk
higher
really
when you drink it. Yeah.
Tumblr did there was a button,
Tumblr Pro,
and it's like free Tumblr Pro, and you clicked on it and it showed you this really impressive video about like the
features.
future and these are your ideas to like go pro, and you click go pro, and then everyone who'd gone pro, their little icons had top hats on, and it was really crack up.
And it was just a joke.
It was really funny. Zinger. And it's just really funny. Vegemite released that they were bringing out an energy drink.
That's right. What else was there?
It's just really funny, I think. And it's funny when people forget that it's April Fool's and are like, whoa.
I was saying, I remember last year there was, might have been last year or maybe the year before, in New Zealand were announcing they had like real cheap standing seats, like on buses. You know, you could stand in the aisle and like hold on to a thing. And that one got me. Got me as in a sense that I looked into it because it said like see the prices and stuff here or book early in advance or whatever.
And then it's like,
man, how cheap are these going to be?
You're a fool.
Like,
and you go, yeah, you got me.
And sexy transitioning to something that wasn't a joke, but announced on the 1st of April. Do you know what I'm going to say?
Maybe.
Hanson.
Not that.
Are coming to New Zealand. What did you think I was going to say?
I don't know.
Hanson are coming to New Zealand. It was announced on April the 1st, which is probably a big mistake, I would have thought.
Yeah.
But it's real. It's true. They are coming. Feelings on Hanson?
No feelings.
None at all. You didn't have any relationship with Hanson?
No. Not at all.
Zero.
Yeah. What do they sing?
Mbop is their hit. They are old.
Yeah, I know they're old.
Yeah.
I've heard of them. It makes me feel very young.
Well, maybe I can bring up some Hanson because I swear you must know them.
I probably would. I do know who they are.
Yeah.
I just don't go, yeah, Hanson, play that jam. It's not like that.
It's not one you bring up on your iPod every day.
No. It's not.
Got some Hanson for you.
Oh.
We'll just have this as some backing music,
Yeah.
okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're tiny there, right?
They're very young.
So they're now...
Are they coming?
They're grown up.
Is that a boy?
They're all boys.
And they're coming as adults.
And they're coming as adults. This is 1997. 17 years ago.
That's so cracker. Have they been making music?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, they will have to probably play these songs and stuff. But 17 years ago, this song was released, and this is where how they got big, right? Oh, was that a new song? No, that's an old song because he looks young still. Yeah, I loved Hanson.
Are you going to go see them?
I don't think I will, but because like, it's not one of those things you loved when you were a kid and still have a thing for.
Oh, yeah.
It was just like, because in 97, I was 6 years old, so I was little. And I loved them. I had a Hanson tape.
Yeah.
I had a Hanson necklace.
That's so cool.
Like, do you remember those ones that were like a black piece of cord and they had like a little, like your dolly thing on it, like kind of like metal die-cast thing on the bottom, and it was Hanson. That might be the extent of my relationship with Hanson. But that's
still really cool.
Yeah, but so it's exciting for me still, but I'm not going to go, I don't think.
That's so funny.
I'd have to pay money and time to get there, and that's just not something I really want to do.
They're like, we need some money. What are we going to do? Let's just go on a tour. It'll be...
the craziest thing is probably if you look up Hanson nowadays, they look... I mean, you just saw that. And you probably didn't know specifically what they look like back then, but now you do. Hanson now, they're proper grown-ups. They look like boys to start with, which is a step forward for them.
And now they're grown-ups.
But handsome boys, right?
Yeah, zinger. Love it. That's the one.
Yeah, so Hanson. That's my bit on Hanson.
That's good.
Yeah.
You did good.
Thanks.
I felt really sick yesterday.
Yeah.
And that made me think about something to talk about. It's really freaky how you can just get sick.
Yeah. And very quickly too. Yeah, that is quite scary.
And then I was just suffering a minor crush injury.
Yeah.
I think from when my friend sat on me. I think that's what did
Do you
it.
really think that's what did it?
I really do.
Can you make the description of how you said that worked? Do you remember it, or do you want me to try and recite it? Do you want me to do it?
It's real. A crush injury is real.
Oh, a crush injury is real. Do you remember what you said?
No.
All my toxins have built up and stopped, and now they've been it stopped where I was being sat on, and now all this inside toxic stuff has been released to my head, and now my head hurts.
Yeah. It did. It did hurt. And then I woke up at 2:00 that morning and I couldn't breathe good, and all my chest bones were crushed, and I was like, it's happening again. I'm being crushed again. It's like when people drown a second time when they're out of the water. I was being crushed a second time. But it's fine. It's my own fault for not speaking up.
Yeah, speak your mind.
But
you better now?
I'm better now, but my thing is, I hate being sick. I don't think anyone loves it, but me, I have fears of impending doom and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's it freaks me out and you can just get sick.
My body's like a microchip, so...
One tiny grain of sand.
Parks references.
Yeah.
I
think I just pooped my pants.
I hate when, that feeling in the back of your throat that you're going to get a sore throat and a cold the next day, and going to bed. I don't want to go to sleep at that point because I know when I wake up I'll feel terrible.
Yeah. I don't like
I
it.
used to drown myself in vitamin C
Yeah.
in orange juice, basically. Not literally.
Yeah.
I'd drink like 3 liters an hour.
I think you should just take them tablets.
And everyone says, "Oh, your body can only store this much vitamin C." I know. It's a lot mental,
yeah.
and I think it's also a lot hydration. Like, is really good.
yeah.
Lots of water, and so drinking more juice is adds to the water. But yeah, I get that I have about a liter of orange juice, and there's all my vitamin C I can store. So that's as much as But it's worked for me in the past.
yeah.
I have gotten back from the sore throat thing, like the feeling in the back of your throat
Yeah.
thing. I've come back out of that without getting sick before from the orange juice thing. So
Boom.
give it a go. But I think it can be quite a lot mental. We used to have a DJ up here that would say, just say to yourself, nope, I'm not getting sick. And if you mean it, you won't.
Yeah.
If you really believe it,
I
you
don't
won't.
do that. I go, oh, I think I'm getting sick.
Yeah, see, and that's what
Yeah.
that in her mind was what resigned yourself to the fact
Yeah.
that you were going to get sick.
Wow.
You'd accepted it mentally, so your body accepts it physically.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Gotta let it be.
Yeah.
That's all I really had on my list because we talked about the other one.
Yeah, sorry. I pulled out peaches when you weren't ready.
We pulled out peaches when I went ready and you.
Do you want to talk more about the Royals? Because I
cut me off.
I did cut you off a bit on the Royals. Sorry about that.
Peaches. Dead peaches. Do you like peaches? Like the fruit?
I
don't.
I'm not a big canned fruit fan anyway,
No, but they also come off a tree.
non-canned, don't think I've really experienced them very often.
Peach.
They're big and look like they're blushing.
Not a.
Not apricots.
Not a.
They're like a big apricot that's blushing.
They are a big apricot. Not an apricot, not a nectarine, not a plum.
Although apricot nectarine combination times 2 would maybe what I would call a peach. Yeah.
Yeah, I know the one. So Royals came to New Zealand,
Mm-hmm.
and I care because I love them. And when they got married, that's when my love happened.
Mm-hmm.
Because I found out she was such a babe. And that's why I think I like them. And I want to see her because she's a babe.
Yeah.
I want to see Kate de Middleton. I don't really care about their royalness.
Mm. You just want to see attractive people.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And that's where it is for me.
Yeah. It's just the two of them. Oh, and the baby, eh?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. No feelings for the baby?
No. Zero feelings.
You probably hear enough about babies.
I do. I do hear it.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah. So all that stuff you've heard about what happens to ladies when they have babies, that happened to Kate.
No, it didn't.
Why?
Because she's perfect. I think someone else had the baby.
Probably. Like Beyonce?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a thing, eh?
That was a thing.
That was a thing that was happening.
Yeah.
Someone else had her baby.
Imagine if you had a baby and someone was like, you didn't have that baby. Like, what? Of course I had a baby. Imagine someone saying that.
I don't think Beyonce had her baby.
You don't?
No.
Why?
Bounced back too quick.
Yeah, she has a lot of money.
So she could buy someone to have a baby for her.
No, she can pay for the best bounce back treatments.
Yeah. I just like
And she doesn't
causing...
do a lot either, so
I
she's
just
got
like
plenty of time
causing
to...
trouble by saying she didn't have that baby,
Yeah.
and people go, "What? Yes, she did."
I remember there was an interview and she like sat down and like her stomach like folded a little bit, and they were like, "Oh, see, it's a fat suit,"
Yeah, that's right.
or it's a stomach that can have a fold in it. But
I love people who care too much.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people.
better to care too much than not enough.
Preach it.
Quick bits. David Letterman's retiring. Would you take his job?
Yep.
I'd love it.
I would take
Seems
it,
so
and I
awesome.
wouldn't be creepy. I feel like he's quite creepy.
He is quite creepy. I think the music guy on it as well.
Yeah.
I think he's retiring with with them.
You
Like that, 'cause
you
they're
go as one. You're a couple.
Just like Jimmy Fallon has the Roots as his
Yeah.
band, and when he moved, they moved as well. I think you're a combo. You're a band and a presenter.
Who would you have?
As my band.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know.
The Roots is such a good option because they're incredible musicians.
I would have.
Saint Vincent.
I was thinking that either St. Vincent, Tegan and Sarah, or Dolly Parton.
Maybe I'd have Sigur Rós, and it would be like this really atmospheric, really emotional late night TV show. It doesn't really lend itself, but
Oh, good.
and plus talking to people with like Icelandic accents would be funny. Like every time I'd like throw a joke their way, we'd come back in an Icelandic accent, and it would just make it even funnier.
It'd be funny. That's funny.
Yeah. Update on the duct tape sandals.
Looked into it.
Mm-hmm.
Did a YouTube video look up. Very doable.
Do we need just duct tape? Are we doing it just out of duct tape?
We can do. They recommend using a piece of paper or cardboard.
As the sole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you tape around it.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to do one without that.
Yeah, I reckon.
Because you just make a flat bit of...
Yep.
Can you use scissors
Yeah.
to cut shapes out
Yeah.
of the tape and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
It'll happen one day.
I might do one this week.
Duct tape sandals.
We should do them in private and
and
present
reveal.
them to each other. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good plan.
They have to fit us, eh? We have to wear them.
Yeah.
2
Yeah. Up here.
up here.
And then we have to walk down and get a long sandwich and see if they're functional.
I had a funny thought.
Yeah?
Peer pressure,
Yeah.
like getting squashed by a peer.
Yeah. What about it?
Oh, that's just like the premise, like the outline to a joke. I haven't written the joke yet.
Peer pressure. The peer.
And something about a giant peer crushing you.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like you crushing a peer.
Either way.
Wasn't prepared for the pressure.
Yeah, that's the new section of jokes Dave hasn't written yet, but has the premise for.
It's good. All right, that was us.
That is us. We'll go out with a sound effect, eh? Haven't I done?
Come back next week.
That's the one I was looking for this
Peer
whole time.
pressure.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, YouTube.
Got a bit heated in there.
Bye, iTunes.
You're okay though. Se får ni be, mörfäll, vid ni bäste.